Good morning, boys. I hope you all are doing well. Stay at home. The topic which today I will discuss, there is a fate of an animal cell and a plant cell if placed in three different types of solution. Example, isotonic solution, hypertonic solution and hypotonic solution. What will be their result? Hypotonic solution is the solution where solution present outside the cell. Hypotonic solution means any solution which is present outside of the cell where the solute concentration, not the water concentration, solute concentration is less. Hypo means less. So solute concentration is less and that solution is present outside the cell. If in that type of solution we will put a cell, what will be its result? Now the hypertonic, hyper means more. More what? More solute concentration, not the solvent concentration. So if the outside of the cell, with the solution is there, if the solute concentration is more, then that type of solution is known as hypertonic solution. So if we will put any cell, it can be plant cell or it can be animal cell, if we will put that cell inside that type of solution, hypertonic solution, what will be its result? We will see. Next is isotonic. Iso means same, equal in both the sides. So if the solution which is present outside the cell, if that is isotonic, means the solute concentration is same as the in both the sides. Okay, so now look at the board to see what will happen with these two types of cells. One is animal cell, RBC, second is plant cell. Okay, we have taken. Now look at the board. See this one, oval shaped RBC. RBC is an animal cell. Here I have drawn a plant cell. Now see, outside red color border is cell wall, inside green color border is cell membrane. This is nucleus and inside this is a cytoplasm and the chloroplast. You know the plant cell, so chloroplasts are there. So if we will put animal cell and plant cell in isotonic solution, isotonic means the solution which is present outside the cell is having the solute concentration same in both the sides, in inside also, outside also. Then what will happen with this type of cell? Here water entering, the amount of water which is entering inside the cell and the amount of water which is going outside of the cell, it is equal, same. See, I have done here, it is same. That's why it is known as isotonic solution. Isotonic means same. So water inside, water going outside, that amount is same in the isotonic solution if you will put any animal cell or plant cell. Here the cell shape and the size will remain unchanged. There will be no change in the cell size and shape if you are putting into the isotonic solution. Isotonic solution. So outside there is isotonic solution, not inside. Outside isotonic solution is there if you will put animal cell, if you will put plant cell, so there will be no change of shape and size. Now come to this one. If you will put animal cell RBC into the hypertonic solution, hypertonic solution means outside there is hypertonic solution, means the solute concentration is more at outside. So water will go out of the cell, water leaving the cell. So definitely the size of the cell will shrink. So cell shrinkage in size and loses its shape. Now see over here, this outside cell wall is red one, inside green one is a cell membrane. So cell membrane came out of the cell wall and shrink. This condition is known as flaccid condition. This condition is known as flaccid condition. Okay, cell shrink. Next, if you will put animal cell, this is RBC, here is plant cell. If you will put these two types of cell into hypotonic solution, hypotonic means outside the cell, if the solution is solute concentration is less, then it is hypo. Solute concentration is less. So water will enter. So water entering the cell is more if you are placing the cell into hypotonic solution. So water in the solute concentration is less in the hypotonic solution. So water will enter inside the cell and the cell will enlarge, and sometimes it can burst, and ultimately it will burst. And that condition is known as Targete condition. So here the cell will target it and ultimately it will burst. But in case of hypotonic solution, if you are placing animal cell and plant cell will shrink. That condition is known as flaccid, FLACCID, flaccid condition. And if you are putting in the hypotonic solution, then cell will enlarge and burst. That condition is known as Targete condition. Now active absorption I will explain. Active absorption is the passage of the substances from its lower concentration to its higher concentration, low to high, from its lower concentration to its higher concentration through a cell membrane by using energy. So definitely that is the opposite of diffusion. So active absorption, again I am telling, the passage of the substances from lower to its higher concentration by using energy through cell membrane is called active transport. Now look at the board. Active transport is a passage of a substance from its lower concentration. Here you have to remind that whose now substances, its lower concentration to its higher concentration using energy. This is another keyword, using energy. You have to say this must be in your answer, using energy through cell membrane, and the direction is always opposite to diffusion. Okay, next is the ions like nitrates, sulfates, potassium, zinc, magnesium. These ions, they cannot pass through the cell membrane easily because the concentration is already high inside the cell, inside the root cell. So to obtain these ions, the root cell, they need extra energy. Where from this energy will come? From the cell ATP. From ATP it will come. With the help of this energy, these ions forcibly enter inward towards the cell from its lower concentration. Where is the lower concentration? Outside, because higher concentration is already there inside the root cell. So these ions forcibly enter inward the cell from outside lower concentration to inside higher concentration by using the ATP of the cell. That is the active transport. So there is an example of active transport. Now look at the board again. Targete and flaccid condition. What is the difference between this targete and flaccid? Targete, when a cell is reached to a state when it cannot accommodate more water, means fully distended. Fully distended means fully bulged out. Fully distended condition. No more water can take, no more water can take, no more water can absorb, no more water can accommodate. That condition is known as targidity, and the cell is said to be in a state of targete. Now flaccid. When the cytoplasm and the cell membrane shrink from the cell wall, means the plasmolysis, the cell is said to be flaccid. That condition is called flaccidity. The cell content shrunken. So in plasmolysis is just the opposite of deep plasmolysis, and the targete condition is just opposite the flaccid condition, reverse. So in case of flaccid condition, the cell membrane and the cytoplasm shrink from the cell wall. That is known as plasmolysis. that condition is called flaccidity, and the cell is in the state of flaccid. Okay, now look at the board again. See this diagram. Outside the red colored line I have drawn as cell wall. Inner green color line I have drawn as cell membrane. This is the nucleus. Inside this is the vacuole. This dot 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 structure is the cytoplasm. So vacuole is filled with vacuolar sap. Now this vacuolar sap is giving a pressure towards the cell wall. See, I have given a downward arrow. So the vacuoles, the sap of the vacuole giving a pressure towards the cell wall, that is the Targar pressure. And the cell wall giving a pressure towards the cell content, that is the wall pressure. So these two pressure, Targar pressure and wall pressure, are balancing each other. So if the Targar pressure now exceeds the wall pressure, then the cell will burst. So this happens if you put a cell, already turgid cell, into a hypotonic solution, then this will happen.